takes it in overtime. Brady Tkachuk, breakaway shoots, scores!
Breaking news. Breaking news. I can't believe it. I'm at my mom's house right now. We're about to make dinner. And Pierre Dorion, the Pierre Dorion masterclass continues, ladies and gentlemen. What we've all been waiting for months. Jakob Chychrun. We've been waiting for the trade. Where is Jakob Chychrun going to go? Where is he going to go? Where is Arizona going to trade him? He's getting traded to your Ottawa Senators as Pierre Dorion and the summer of Pierre continues into the winter as Pierre Dorion pulls off one of the best moves in Ottawa Senator history. We got Jakob Chychrun. Jakob Chychrun, one of the best young defensemen in the game. Under 25 years old, under $5 million per year, 2 more years of team control, without giving up a Ridley Gregg, a Shane Pinto, or a Matt Sogard. And even in the last 48 hours, when Bill Armstrong, the general manager of the Arizona Coyotes, and SENS GM Pierre Dorion, the talks between the two really started to heat up, they were still asking, as Pierre LeBrun reported, for a Ridley Gregg or a Shane Pinto or a Matt Sogard. But Pierre Dorion, the beauty he is, refused. He refused to make that trade, and his patience paid off. This trade is one of the best trades in Senator history, and I'm comfortable saying that right now. And, quote me on that, I guess. But I'm comfortable saying that right now because Ottawa acquired one of the most coveted, best young defensemen in the National Hockey League for not even one prospect or one roster player. Can you believe it? I mean, this guy was on the market for months. We were hearing multiple first-round picks, prospects, roster players, the whole jazz, the whole shebang. And Ottawa somehow, someway, Pierre Dorion masterclass, baby, acquired him without giving up a single roster player or top prospect or prospect to begin with. I mean, it's unbelievable. Ottawa technically even made this trade without giving up 2 first-round picks. Can you believe that? Because here's the trade. I just realized I haven't even gone through the trade yet. I'm just so excited, but I might have to do that for a trade recap video, so let's talk about it. Here is the trade in full. The Ottawa Senators have acquired top coveted defenseman Jakob Chychrun from the Arizona Coyotes in exchange for a conditional first-round draft pick in 2023. This is top 5 protected, however, so if Ottawa gets a top 5 draft pick in this year's draft, which means if Ottawa somehow falls out of the running for a playoff spot and has a shot at Connor Bedard, and they do get a top 5 pick, that means the pick will slide from a 2023 first-round pick to a 2024 first-round selection. As well as a part of this package for the Arizona Coyotes going their way is a conditional second-round draft pick in 2024. However, if the Ottawa Senators make the Eastern Conference Finals, this second-round pick in 2024 will slide to a top 10 protected first-round pick. So, as I kind of alluded to earlier, Ottawa is still not technically giving up 2 first-round picks, but if they make the Eastern Conference Final, for example, I don't think anyone gives a damn about the first-round pick to begin with. So, very happy with that, very okay with that. And the third part of the package heading towards Arizona is, as well, a second-round pick in 2026. It's also important to note that the Arizona Coyotes did not retain any salary on Jakob Chychrun's $4.6 million AAV. And this, according to Elliot Freeman, as you can see on your screen right now, is a very big reason as to why Ottawa was chosen as the favorites to acquire Jakob Chychrun, especially at such a low cost. So now that we know the trade and I've gotten my excitement out of the way, let's break this down for real. So shout out to Laleem's Martian for this on Twitter. He mentioned earlier today that the Arizona Coyotes were kind of forced into the corner to make this trade within the next 48 hours. They kind of had no choice because they were about to lose control. Everyone knew that Jakob Chychrun wanted out and the Coyotes wanted to trade Jakob Chychrun, but they had to do it in the next 48 hours because after this deadline next season, Jakob Chychrun's modified no trade clause kicks in, which means the Arizona Coyotes will lose all, and I mean all, leverage in the situation. They already lost a lot by waiting so long to trade Jakob Chychrun, but if you wait after this deadline, he suddenly has a modified no trade clause and he can decide for you or you could trade him. And that's why we saw Patrick Kane go for so little compared to what we thought, because if it was in New York, he wasn't going to go anywhere. He was going to stay in Chicago. So this is a fantastic trade for the Ottawa Senators and Pierre Dorion, who continues to kill it. To all the Pierre Dorion haters out there, I mean, we've criticized DJ Smith a lot here, and I've joined the train on that. There's a reason I haven't come out and attacked Pierre Dorion, lately. He's been killing it. Claude Giroux, Alex DeBrincat, Tkachuk and Stützle signed. Norris signed too. Artem Zub, and guess what? Now Jakob Chychrun. That top 4 is nasty. 50. Holy cow. And who plays with who? Now that's a great question right there. Does Artem Zub stay on the top pairing with Thomas Chabot? Or do we see Jakob Chychrun go with Thomas Chabot? Or, and this is salivating to think about, does Jake Sanderson and Jakob Chychrun go with one another? Whew. This is Ottawa's best top four potentially since the Stanley Cup final run. I'm not going to lie with you. This is actually disgusting. I don't think I've ever seen a better top four in my lifetime as an Ottawa Senator fan when I can actually enjoy the team. I watched the team in 2007, but I mean, I was a kid, right? It's different. This is insane. I'm so excited, and I still can't, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We got Jakob Chychrun without giving up a Pinto, Greg, Sogard, any player? Holy cow, Pierre Dorion. Have a drink after this one and enjoy the night. You deserve a night off after this one. This is the trade of the trade deadline, no doubt. This is the best trade for sure. I mean, especially with what Jakob Chychrun was expected to bring in for Arizona. It's a home run on that aspect. But just for Ottawa, they get a player like Jakob Chychrun who's turning 25 next month. He makes less than $5 million a year, 4.2 I believe, per season for the next 2.5 years. They have team control on him. It's unbelievable how valuable a right-handed shot defenseman is in the National Hockey League, let alone the fact that he's under 25, let alone the fact he makes under $5 million per year. And he's from Ottawa. He's an Ottawa native. So he loves it here, of course. He's happy to be here. And I'm sure he would absolutely, when the time comes in the next couple of years, sign long-term with an extension. So Pierre Dorion, have a day, take the night off, get some sleep, have a drink, do whatever you want to do. You've earned it, my friend. The patience paid off. Big time for Pierre Dorion. And once again, I'm definitely biased, of course, but this is definitely the best trade of the trade. We'll call it the trade week. There's no doubt about it. We got Jakob Chychrun. Take this in. We got Jakob Chychrun basically for less than Tanner Jeannot was acquired from Tampa Bay. It's unbelievable. Pierre Dorion. Pierre Dorion, you silly, silly goose. Everyone that doubted you, I'm sure you're just laughing right now. Everyone was playing checkers. And you were playing chess. My friend, I'm sorry for other doubters. And by the way, for everyone calling for Pierre Dorion's head as of late, I've never got it. I mean, I was definitely critical of him in the last couple of years. But this year, I think you've noticed, especially if you're a longtime viewer or you've been watching a lot of my videos, that I haven't really called out Pierre Dorion, and there's a reason for that. He brought in Brady Tkachuk on a big-time extension. He kept Stützle and Norris, locked them down on big-time extensions, and Stützle already looks like a steal of a contract. Zub, Giroux, DeBrincat, Jakob Chychrun. I mean, Pierre Dorion has made some of the biggest moves in SENS history, and in my opinion, all those moves he's made have been no-brainer moves. In terms of the contracts, incredible negotiating, obviously, great AAVs, and the trades, home runs. Home runs. DeBrincat is a home run, and Jakob Chychrun is at that level. Home run for Pierre Dorion. I cannot believe it. So, ladies and gentlemen, Jakob Chychrun is an Ottawa Senator. Let's start thinking now. He could be with Tom Chabot or Jake Sanderson. The possibilities are endless, and I'm so excited just thinking about it. But what a trade for the Ottawa Senators. Once again, not giving up a player, especially a top prospect, for such a great young defenseman, Jakob Chychrun, is mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. And once again, for all the people that were talking about Jakob Chychrun and his injury history, he definitely has an injury history, but he was also carrying a team like Arizona who's not good. He's going to have to play much less here in Ottawa with guys like Zub, Sanderson, Chabot already here. He's not going to be relied on as much. So that should definitely alleviate some physical stress. So I wouldn't be worried about that whatsoever. So don't be worried about that. And even if he gets hurt, God forbid, the contract is not bad at all. That's the most attractive thing I think about Jakob Chychrun. Of course, he's a fantastic player, great player for sure. But the contract itself, 2.5 more years of team control at $4.6 million per year. You just don't see players at that caliber at such a young age making so little money in this NHL age. It's unbelievable how good of a contract this is. And that's why it's so attractive. So they get him for not even 2 first-round picks, technically. It's a no-brainer. It's a home run. It's potentially Pierre Dorion's best trade. And he's had many great trades. So, once again, Sens fans, in the comment section down below, let me know what you think. I am so fired up. I can't believe this just happened. Jakob Chychrun, welcome to Ottawa. Holy cow, Pierre Dorion. Shout out to you. Go Sens, go.